For 50 years, the galaxy screamed for help, and no one came. Until one day, the sky darkened, not with hope, but with a shape. A human warship, silent, alone. And in its silence came the end of fear. They came from the void beyond known space. Hulking, insectoid warlords and ships grown from biometal and black flame. The Zarketh Horde didn't negotiate. They devoured. Planet by planet, they descended, announcing their rule with firestorms. Their motto, bend the knee or burn. And so most bent. Those who didn't, wiped clean from star charts. For 50 years, the galaxy wept under their shadow. The Galactic Concord, once the proud coalition of 1,000 species, fractured. Armadas shattered. Hope became legend. And Earth had gone silent. The humans had sent out a few distress signals when the Horde first reached their outer stations. But then nothing. No retaliation. No response. No presence in any council. Whispers spread. Humanity must have fallen. Some hope that was true. Because if they hadn't fallen, and were simply waiting, that would be worse. High above Veltrax 3, Zarketh warlord Drakel prepared to burn another city. His hive cruiser loomed over the capital, absorbing power from the planet's core. The locals begged. We have no weapons. We have no ships. Drakel didn't care. Then the sky changed. Every sensor on the hive cruiser went dark. Drakel screeched. Identify the anomaly. His lieutenant buzzed frantically, mandibles twitching. Something massive just appeared in orbit. Stealth-coded. Unknown configuration. Metallic, artificial. A single signal broke across the comms. UNSC Harbinger, now in orbit. Vacate system or be removed. The bridge fell silent. No one spoke. Because that voice was human. No one had seen a human warship in over 4 decades. Rumors swirled that Earth had turned inward, retreating to their home system in shame. But now, a ship the size of a city eclipsed the sun over Veltrax 3. Its hull was black as void, edges angular and unwelcoming. There were no banners. No flashing weapons. Just presence. It didn't fire. It didn't have to. Zarketh scouts scrambled to intercept. For cruisers launched from the hive carrier. The Harbinger didn't even change course. Instead, it opened a bay and released a swarm of drones, not fighters. Surgical weapons. Each drone struck precisely. Cockpits, engines, command decks. The Zarketh ships went cold, dead in space. The message repeated. Vacate system or be removed. And then, it began to descend. Drakel panicked. Fire all weapons. The hive cruiser launched plasma bolts, planetary lances, even gravitational mines. The Harbinger's shields shimmered like oil and absorbed it all. Then a single railgun round fired. It wasn't even aimed at the cruiser. It hit the surface and disabled every planetary defense grid in a single shot. A show of dominance. Drakel realized too late. This wasn't war. This was judgment. The Harbinger did not deploy an army. No legions. No drop pods. Just one ship. One signal. One name. And now, every species in the system was watching. Streams across the sector lit up. Is that really a human ship? No markings. Is Earth back? Why now? Why here? From orbit, the Harbinger scanned the hive cruiser. Precisely. Patiently. Then it sent a second transmission. You have 60 seconds to surrender. This is not a negotiation. Drakel, desperate, tried to flee. The Harbinger locked space around the hive cruiser with gravity snares. He wasn't going anywhere. Across Veltrax 3, the people looked up at the black wedge in the sky and cheered. For the first time in generations, they saw something that made the Zarketh retreat. Back in the Harbinger's command center, Commander Elias Vorn stood silently. He wore no medals, only the old Earth Navy uniform. Beside him, an AI flickered to life. 12 million civilians below. Confirm non-lethal options? Yes, Elias replied. This isn't a slaughter. Just a reminder. Reminder of what? The AI asked. He turned his eyes to the stars. That we never forget. The Harbinger launched a second wave, not to attack, but to broadcast. Every planet the Zarketh had subjugated suddenly received data. Coordinates of Zarketh slave worlds. Access codes to shut down hive inhibitors. Instructions on how to jam their fleet signals. One by one, rebellions began across the galaxy. Not because they had hope, but because they saw that someone had come. And they were human. The final message from the Harbinger to the Zarketh fleet read, "This was a whisper. Next time, you won't hear us coming." Then, just as silently as it arrived, the Harbinger vanished. Warped away. Gone. But the galaxy was no longer afraid of the Zarketh. They were watching the stars now, waiting for the Harbinger to return. And for the first time in half a century, they believed.